Well, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, my friends. As some of you experience, holidays can be a little bit different when it comes to having a chronic illness. And for me, with the mold illness, the mast cell activation, yada, 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 immune system stuff, there are many places that I'm not able to enter where people are celebrating the holidays. So that also means currently I'm not traveling. So my husband today has traveled to see his family, our family, but his side. And he has traveled to Arizona to do Christmas with them. And I'm staying home. My side of the family, I'm hosting a get-together for all of my siblings and such, but where they are meeting at, I'm not able to enter. I get a mold hit when I'm there, so I say no, and I am unable to go. It does break my heart, but I have just learned to not wallow in grief from it. I just decide, okay, what can I do solo that still brings me joy and that I'm able to, delight in and still celebrate Christmas, even if it means myself or maybe just one or two other people. And so what has come about was I was going to be home solo during these 4 days while my husband is gone. And I was fine with that. I was actually content with, I'll just find some crafts to do, a last minute gift to wrap for grandkids. But today I decided, you know what? Maybe somebody will come visit. And they're not going to want to eat the food that I make. So I decided to go to the grocery store, see if there was something there that I could bring home and just have on hand. So here's where I'm grateful and I'm experiencing joy. Let me show you. Store named Kroger. And I'm just thrilled because years ago I could not enter this particular building. I ended up getting a hit from there, and I suspected it was from their fruits and veggie stand. And when I went in today, no reactions whatsoever, and I saw a worker there just cleaning all of the fruit, the produce stand areas, just really, really clean. And I told him, thank you for doing such deep cleaning. I said it helps and allows a person like me be able to enter your store again. I went across their deli stand, and they actually have, you know how the stores will have these roasted chickens. For the first time, they have the chicken, which I usually get. Let me show you. I buy the Simple Truth chicken thighs because nothing is added to it. They actually have it in a roasted chicken. These things bought were like averaging $16. I had one uncooked in my cart. Then I go over to this deli area and I start looking at the tags, and I asked the deli lady, I'm like, is that the same chicken? I even pulled the one out of my cart to show her. She goes, yeah, it's the same thing. And she said every 2 hours they take their hot items. If nobody's bought it, they reduce it. For $4.50, I'm actually going to get a roasted chicken that has the ingredients I can actually have. I cannot tell you the number of grocery stores I go to. I pull their roasted chickens, and they've always got yeast, or they've got sugar, or they've got something of that sort. None of that I can consume. But for the first time, there used to be a natural store where I live, but it has closed since then. So we're talking 7 years since I've been able to enjoy a roasted chicken from a grocery store. So today, guess what I'm going to have? And guess what's going to be my Christmas meal? Ta-da! I am excited. So this is how I am engaging with joy. And the other thing is, one of my grandsons continues to ask me, Grandma, are you going to come over Christmas morning so that when we wake up really early and wake up Mom and Dad, you'll be there so we can open up presents and you can see us open our gifts. And every year I'm like, let's let mom and dad sleep in, let them wake up when they want to, and you guys just do your family Christmas, you know. He bugs me ever since he's been able to talk. He's been asking me, Grandma, are you going to come over Christmas morning? So I told my son Jordan about this wish that his son has of me joining him. And he told me yesterday that if I would like, I could spend the night so that I can get up early. Sleeping anywhere other than my own bed is rough. But you know what? I thought, this grandson is almost 9, and how many more years will he actually be asking me, you know, to participate with him in things like this? So I need to take advantage of when I am invited to be part of my grandkids' lives, because they're going to grow up and they're going to start doing their own things. And when it means that much to them, I need to honor it and value it as well. And so I've already begun packing, went and got those groceries today, you know, actually to buy a roaster so that I could cook it tonight or tomorrow morning and have it ready for when I do go over there in the evening for the sleepover, so that I have just, you know, a whole chicken to pick at while I'm there, having everything pre-cooked. So I spent my earlier part of today just making things, and I have some grandbabies on the way too, so I'm grateful for that. And so I spent some time making some hamburger patties as well, and freezing those so that on the day that I'm heading to the hospital for one of my daughter-in-laws, I've actually got some food I can eat. Because again, with this illness, there are a lot of foods that just don't agree with me yet, just some limits. So bringing my own food and prepping my own food for when this grandbaby comes. And then another grandbaby's on their way. And so trying to get those things also packed too, because when she is born, I will be helping with the big brothers and sisters, and we'll need some food for that as well. So that's what I've been working on during this, I'll call it Christmas break, this holiday season. I'm prepping for babies coming. And I am going to watch my grandson and his siblings open their Christmas gifts on Christmas morning. But I'm just praising God for not only that invitation, the ability to be able to sleep somewhere other than my own bed and recoup from it. But I am ecstatic about this chicken. And I was so ecstatic that on my way home, I stopped because I have my engine light's popping on. And so I decided, let me stop over at the AutoZone nearby. Pulled in, asked, and they're like, well, if it's not showing now, we can't, take your reading. And I'm like, is there any way it'll read anything? And they're like, well, let's just try. So they tried it. They did get a reading. And then I thanked them, left, said Merry Christmas, hopped in my car, and then I realized, Renee, you just got a steal of a deal with these chickens. And I thought, take one of those chickens back into AutoZone, Renee. I had some forks and napkins, so I grabbed those, put them in the bag too, and I walked in without showing what was in the bag, and I just asked the two guys working there, I said, you happen to have eaten dinner today yet? And they said, no, why? I said, can I offer you dinner? And I said I was so excited that I found these chickens that were roasted, that I finally found something that I'm able to eat with my limitations, and thought maybe you'd be hungry and maybe you'd like to enjoy one. And they're like, well, sure. So I gave it to them, and they just smiled and said Merry Christmas, and I left. But it just made me feel good. It just brought joy that I could help some gentlemen out that are working tonight who haven't eaten yet, and it's already like 8 o'clock, and they're out serving people in retail. So that was fun. And it just reminded me of why I love to serve, why I love to help meet other people's needs when I'm able to, because of just the joy it brings inside of me. And I know it makes Christ proud too. So anyway, I'm thinking of you, friends. I do have many of you there that I know are struggling right now, and I'm with you. I feel it. I feel the losses. I feel the grieving. But I'm trying not to focus on the negative. I am trying to do what's best, and keep my focus on Christ. So I just wanted to encourage you to do the same. Ask Christ, what can I do today? What do I need to do? Do I need to just do some movement instead of sitting here? Am I looping some thoughts that need to be cut off? And do I need to be taking it to you, Lord? Is there some healing in my own attitudes, in my own hurts that I need to be working through? Show me what that is. Is there the Bible that you can pick up near you or on your phone and ask God to give you some clarity, or ask God to just give you some encouragement? And I just pray that you do get that encouragement. I pray that you do feel his embrace. I pray that you get that renewal of joy, a memory of something good. And for me, it was giving that chicken to those two guys. That actually reminded me of ministry in Seattle and doing it weekly. It's just something we did with a group of friends, just getting food and delivering groceries every week. And that just always brought me joy, knowing that we were meeting needs. So I know some of us are limited in what we can do, but there is still something we can do. Even if we are bedridden, we still have worth. Even if we are bedridden, we still have value. We are no less than what we were before when we were doing things. And we can find the joy even in the difficult of what's going on right now in our lives. And even though we're not where we want to be, we're here and we're alive, and we do have purpose, and we do have value in Christ. And so I just hope that you know what your value is, my friend, and that value overrides your hurt, or overrides your grief, or overrides your losses this season, or overrides the tension or the losses you feel, or confusion or irritation. I just pray that you can rise above it and you can find some joy. So as always, my challenge to you is, how are you engaging with joy? Make that shift and do something. Think of something that can bring that joy. Ask Christ to do that for you, would you? He's the reason why we're celebrating Christmas in the first place, too. And while you're at it, thank Jesus for this chicken for me, okay? Because I can't tell you how excited I am to have a roasted chicken. Because right now I have one restaurant that I do really well at, Chipotle. And it's nice that I can now get a whole chicken under $10. And that can make me several meals. It makes me feel like I'm going out to eat. So, love to hear what is the thing that's bringing you joy. And love to hear what are the things that just kind of, speaks to you personally of something that you've needed or wanted. And for me, it was having a chicken already made. All right. Love you, friend. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Know I'm praying for you. Please know that I'm praying for you. And that I'm thinking of you. And that I'm rooting for you. Okay? Half a heart. You just got to fill in the other half, okay? And remember, we can be well, even while ill.